In biology, we are also going to be doing revision on mammals. Let's see what you guys can remember. What is a mammal? Mice, bats, giraffes, leopards, and whales may seem very different, but they all belong to a group of animals called mammals. All mammals are warm blooded, have fur or body hair, and have bony skeletons. There are at least 4,300 different kinds of mammals. Humans live longer than any kind of mammal. Mammals come in all shapes and sizes, from tiny to very large. The largest land mammal is the African elephant, which weighs up to 8 tons. Can you remember we also learnt about mammals in the cold? How do polar bears keep warm? Like mammals, polar bears are also warm-blooded. Their bodies stay the same temperature. Polar bears has a very thick coat to keep out the freezing cold. They also shelter in a den or hole which they dig in the snow. Why are they white? A polar bear has a white coat to camouflage it against the snow when it hunts for food. What makes a walrus fat? A walrus has a thick layer of fat called blubber. This keeps it warm in the icy waters. To stay warm, Arctic animals must eat a lot of food. A polar bear eats seals, fish, seabirds, and walruses. We also learnt about mammals in water. Why are whales such whoppers? The blue whale is the biggest animal that has ever lived. An adult can grow up to 33 meters long. Whales are powerful swimmers. What is a blowhole? Sea-living animals like whales and dolphins cannot breathe underwater. They must come up to the surface for air. They breathe in and out through their blowhole. How do dolphins swim? Instead of hands and feet, they have flippers and a tail. They swim by moving their tail up and down. Can you remember we also learnt about mammals that fly? Bats are the only mammals that can truly fly. Bats have light bodies, but they have no feathers. Bats sleep during the day. They hang upside down from cave roofs or tree branches. How do they find food? Bats have poor eyesight. While they hunt at night, they send out high-pitched squeaks that bounces off objects and returns to the bat's ears as echoes. Sometimes millions of bats live together in a huge group called colony. The Australian sugar glider leaps from the treetops to find food or to escape from enemies. Most bats only eat insects. We also learnt about herbivore mammals. Mammals that only eat plants are called herbivores. They have strong teeth to help them grind up their food. Hoofed mammals like buffaloes, giraffes, and antelopes feed on grass and leaves. They have to munch their food twice before it goes to their stomach. The world's tallest mammal is the giraffe. It can be as tall as 5 meters. A giraffe has only 7 neck bones, the same as any other mammal. A hippo is a very large animal. It eats up to 60 kilos of plants every day. Some mammals, such as humans, can eat plants and meat. They are called omnivores. Can you remember we also learnt about carnivore mammals? Carnivore mammals are meat eaters. Lions, tigers, and cheetahs are called carnivores. Lions live in family groups called prides. They hunt their prey on the plains and the woodlands of Africa. The females does most of the hunting, but the males arrive soon to make sure that they share the feast. Tigers are so easy to recognize with the thick black stripes covering their orange body. This makes them blend in with the light and shade of the forest. The cheetah is the fastest mammal. It can run up to 110 kilometers per hour. That's almost as fast as the car. We also learned about hibernating mammals. How do beavers build their homes? Many beavers build homes to shelter their young. The whole beaver family helps to build a lodge in the river. This is made from logs, branches, and rocks stuck together with mud. Dormice have nests to keep them snug and protected. They can sleep for months and months. Prairie dogs is a type of rodent living in North America. Family groups dig underground burrows. Beavers build canals more than 200 meters long to make quick routes from one river to another. More than 400 million prairie dogs lived in one underground town in Texas in the USA. We also learned about what does a kangaroo keep in its pouch. Kangaroos are mammals called marsupials. Marsupial mothers have a pouch on the front of their stomach. When a baby kangaroo is born, it is only about 2 centimeters long. The baby stays in the pouch for about 8 months. Koalas are expert climbers and spend most of their time in eucalyptus trees, eating the young roots. They can sleep for up to 18 hours per day. The platypus and the echidna are the only mammals that lay eggs. The platypus finds food in the mud using special electric sensors inside its bill. Can you remember we also learned how mammals communicate with each other? All mammals have some way of communicating with each other. Chimpanzees communicate or chatter using sound and signs. They bark, pant, or grunt to tell others when food is found. They hoot loudly and beat on tree trunks to warn when enemies are near. Chimps greet each other with hugs and kisses, like humans do. Dogs bark at other animals to tell them where their territory is. An animal's territory is the area that it moves around and where it feeds. Dolphins are playful and communicative. They live in groups called schools and talk to each other using clicks and whistles.
That's all, folks.